I think we're just going back to 2005. There we are. Gasp.
Son of a... How did this happen in my town? God damn it!
I can't believe Melvin was behind it all.
The head and limbs were severed and lined up, according to the lines that were drawn with her blood. Just like migratory birds flying systematically across the sky. Hey, Zach, what do you think this means?
They're severed roots.
Yeah, maybe you shouldn't be here?
This is the way the Clarksons kill someone when they want to cut him off from the family.
This is, like, well known?
Everyone in town knows about it. They're just too scared to talk.
What does the V stand for, then?
Beats me. What, you think I know everything now?
Maybe.
Vilitatio. It means quarrel in Latin. That's what the V stands for.
I'm kind of upset that they're not actually showing us.
Latin. Intriguing, isn't it, Zach?
I don't think it would be overly gruesome.
There are no defense wounds on the corpse. In other words, Galena showed no signs of resistance when she was amputated. But, strangely enough, there are small traces of subcutaneous bleeding around the wounded areas. That's a vital reaction, which means she couldn't have been dead.
You mean...
Yes, that's right, Patty. Galena was amputated while she was still alive, and she never resisted.
Is that even possible?
It certainly isn't impossible. For example, if she was put to sleep with a drug, or if she desired the amputation herself.
Why would she ever desire that?
I feel like even if you desire
Mr.
it,
York,
it's a bit much to
I'm
be
sorry,
able to do that.
But there ain't no way that could have happened.
How can you be sure of that, Melvin? Our world contains phenomena that could never be explained with logic. This is especially true for phenomena in which humans are involved. Do you really think all the facets of love and hate can be explained with logic?
It's chemicals,
Well,
man.
No, I don't reckon I do. Yeah, might be too early to rule out those possibilities, just like you say.
Zach, now we truly know just how deeply the Clarksons are involved with this. Patty, how long does it take to reach the Clarkson estate?
On skateboard? Who knows?
Just a short drive. You just gotta head west along the Mississippi. You can't miss it.
Got it. Thank you, Patty.
I guess we're still not going to the jazz
By
bar.
the way, Melvin, no matter how accelerated Patty may be, don't you think she's still a bit too young to see something like this?
Yeah, you would think.
For
I
the
really need to,
record,
like, change
I
my
have
settings.
no intent to instruct others on how to raise their children, but...
Holy moly, you're right! Patricia, CLG! Come on, sweetie. Kids shouldn't have to see stuff like this.
Daddy, it's too late now.
I've seen it all. You can't stop me. Wow. Honestly, I am suspicious of Melvin.
You sure you okay, CLG?
I don't want, like, it's not much to go on, but the last name Woods is super suspicious.
I'm fine. Besides, I'm used to seeing stuff like that on CSI.
And unless if it's like a red herring and Patricia isn't a Clarkson, then she's not really related to him either. Like, we know she's not related to him, so she's technically not a Woods.
You're the one who looks pale, Daddy.
But I also feel like that gets a little too close to Deadly Premonition 1, so
Well,
maybe it is a red
Did
herring.
shake me up a little, but I'll be back to normal in no time.
What's going on with
Sorry
his
about that, Mr. York.
wife is weird too. Oh,
What
I don't
say
know.
we rest in the interrogation room till we all calm down, CLG?
Sure thing, Daddy. I'm gonna go sit with Daddy for a bit, Agent York. We can join back up later.
Am I gonna, like, investigate the actual thing? They must be deeply involved. What about the Yellow Devils? I don't even know where to find bees.
Galena killed her daughter, so her family cut ties with her. Do you really think that's what happened here, Zach? If this is truly the ritual that the Clarksons use to cut ties with someone, why would they go out of their way to do it here, in a holding cell? They could have easily done it after we released her. And
Would you
judging
have
from
released
how
her?
Danny Clarkson was acting, I think it's clear that he really loved Galena. How could he accept this grotesque butchering, even if it was for the sake of the family? There's no point in ruminating on this. We should get back to the investigation. As long as we keep moving, the answer will inevitably fling itself straight at us.
I guess. So we're not really gonna find anything else about that. Like, as far as I could... Yeah, that was it. As far as I could tell, the body was just chopped up and then the pieces were kind of spread around to look like a V. I wish they would have, let us see it. Not because I'm into weird shit like that, but it's just... Seems like it would be better. I still don't know why my... like, UFO one doesn't happen. Whoa, 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 whoa.
You found the flying serpent. But now, the flying serpent will come to find you.
So Clarkson's gonna come and say
that
hi to
sounds
us.
Right. And it looks like this flying serpent is a venomous one.
Probably PJ. See, I know riddles
Some
now.
become feasts, while others are eaten alive. Which fate would you prefer?
Both sound marvelous, but let me check with Zach.
A fine answer.
Is it? Whoa, ho, ho.
Find the one who fired the pistol at heaven. Within
Alright,
the
that I
white
don't
hall
get.
of beds, brandish the ticket to the goddess. And once again, you will see the other world.
White Hall of Beds kind of sounds like it would be a
Do you
hospital, clinic kind of
comprehend
thing.
The oracle.
Zach, it looks like he's hell-bent on leading us back into that other world.
But I'm
Follow
not
the
good at riddles.
oracle.
I changed my mind. Not good.
Oh, I will, Hoongan. There are only two types of things in our world. Things that should be resisted, and things that should be accepted. And I believe this oracle is something to accept.
I love his laugh. Oh, tip of the hat to you, my fair sir. Goodbye.
Do you think we're crazy for believing everything that skeletal gentleman says?
I mean, you might be crazy for talking to a skeletal gentleman in a window reflection, but
No,
what?
we're
Who
not
am I to
crazy.
judge?
Not one bit. This is our destiny, that's all. But I shouldn't need to explain that to you, Zach.
Decryption start.
The one who fired the pistol at heaven. Firing pistols at the sky might be a rather common occurrence for the South. Remember? Young Guns, 1988, directed by Christopher Kane. There's that great scene where Emilio Estevez keeps firing his Colt M1877 up at the sky. Well, but that film took place in New Mexico, didn't it? And the Oracle probably isn't referring to a situation like that. It's got to be for some purpose other than an attack or a threat. Raising a pistol up to the sky, then slowly pulling the trigger, kind of sounds like the start to a race. Don't you agree, Zach?
Okay. I still don't know where that would be. Do you race at the farm? They have, I think that it's like the swamps, right? So there might be fan boat race, whatever.
Bingo, Zach.
don't have any indication that that is a place where you
We're
race.
currently running a race here. And the one who started this murder investigation is indeed the one who fired the pistol at Heaven. In other words, the person who first discovered the body.
Like, the only reason I wouldn't... Like, I was thinking sheriff department, but we're obviously there, and he said not for, like, attacking or defense, so...
According to the files,
Wouldn't have been the bank, or the warehouse, or the mirror's place.
Lisa's body was discovered by Chuck Thompson, a crawfish farmer.
Also, I don't remember if they ever mentioned to us that it was discovered by Chuck Thompson. It's been
He
a bit.
apparently works out of a fishing hut located in the marshes south of the bayou. Let's go pay him a visit. Who knows? We might even get to see some crawfish. What?
What?
Why isn't the murderer the one who started this race? Zach, this isn't like you. Of course the murderer isn't the one who started the race. The murderer's running it. They're currently in first place, and they're breaking all the rules. Any more objections, Zach?
Maybe. I don't know. I'm just glad I figured it out.
Within the White Hall of Beds. This one is even easier. There are only a few establishments that have a whole hall's worth of beds, especially in a small town like this. I'm sure you've already got a pretty good idea about what the answer is, Zach. Beds all lined up. Only an amateur would hear that and think it must be referring to a brothel.
Post office.
I mean, come on.
I
Who would
mean-
ever use White Hall as a symbol for a bordello? No, a white house refers to the same place no matter what country you're in.
I don't even know what you're talking about right now.
Disinfectant, jars of medicine, and white smocks. That's right. It's a place where people dress in all white. And this town doesn't have any labs in it, which means there can only be one answer.
Oh, there's more options. Okay. I was gonna say, like, these options are limited. I was confident that hospital was what we were looking for. The church is where they have the hospital, right? And then, like, I don't know, Casa Pineapple technically would make
You never
sense.
disappoint me, Zach.
Because there's beds there. I don't know. I thought there was only the three
It's
options.
a medical facility. They invite their patients into rooms full of beds where they're tended to by doctors and nurses clad in white. It's definitely a white hall where people are invited into beds.
This I remember them mentioning that the church was also used as a clinic, so...
You always manage to impress me with your intuition.
They also did have the clinic room when we walked in there.
Really counting on you here, Zach. And I know I'll always be able to.
Still not going to the jazz bar.
Agent York, you're trying to leave without your trustworthy assistant?
What would make you think that, Patricia? We've been standing here looking at a map forever.
Hello there, Patty. I'd never attempt such a thing. I was simply engaging in a battle of wits with Hoongan while I waited for you.
Hoongun?
Yes, the skeletal gentleman in the top hat.
Not that story again. Is this how you always conduct your investigations?
Sometimes.
This is the way I work.
I bet you can't find a single partner. Not even in the entire FBI.
He already has a partner. His name's Zach.
That's not true. I always work together with Zach.
See?
Oh, right. Zach. Don't worry. I'll be your partner while you're here in our town. Now, let's go investigate.
Alright, well, the church was closer, right? Goals. None of them also have time restraints. What time is it now? Not the right button to look at time. Actually, 11. I saw it. I saw it tell me what time it was. Let's save. God, the markers are even weird. Alright, let's go. But yeah, church seems closest. The crawfish farm was where the, I think that ramp was. I'm wondering, again, the, priest dude was like the one that had the skateboard stuff in his house. We might actually have to do his thing to maybe upgrade our skateboard in a way that'll allow us to do sick jumps. Or I just need to get a much bigger, like, running head start to make that jump work. Maybe it wasn't even available to me as a jump until we had to go there for the story. Many different options. I don't think it's really time for any side quests, though. I wonder if we're gonna run into PJ right now. There he is! Look at this man.
How's your mama?
Okay. Hey, look at him without a hand.
So, you're that hotshot FBI agent I keep hearing about.
And who might you be?
I came to claim the body of my daughter. My daughter, who
I like the way he
was
says
murdered
daughter.
in a holding cell after you detained her yesterday.
My daughter. I got really confused by the name. I thought it said
Final boss
PJ
this
Clark's
early.
son.
You must be the head of the Clarkson family, PJ Clarkson. And you've come to claim the body of Galena Clarkson, whose dismembered corpse was found early this morning. Is that correct? Where did you learn that Galena had been murdered? Zach and I just learned of the news ourselves.
He is very tall.
This is Luke Carré. And I am PJ Clarkson.
You already
There
said
ain't
that.
a single thing I don't know about this town.
Then you know who murdered
I see.
Lise.
So then you must also know about the Severed Roots ritual. I have a question for you, Philip. We suspect that Galena was murdered by someone from the Clarkson family. Have you given that possibility any consideration?
Listen up, you FBI piece of shit. You better watch your manners around my pa.
Shut up,
Yes.
Daniel.
But, sir. My bad, sir.
I'll have you know I once had 3 children. But I must not have raised them very well, because my son and my eldest daughter both ran away and never came back to me.
I'm sure we'll see one of them at least.
The only one who stayed by my side was my second daughter, Galena.
It's also weird to me that
Then
York
she
didn't
done
mention
married
anything
Daniel
about Danny
here
missing
into
his
the
hand.
family and presented me with both an heir and a granddaughter. Seemed for a while as if things were finally starting to calm down. But then, someone corrupted both Galena and Lise. And I lost everything. Well, aside from my shit-heel son-in-law, that is.
Oh, that makes me sad.
You understand me, FBI?
Galena's death is nothing but a loss for the Clarkson family.
That doesn't mean the Clarksons are automatically innocent, though. Humans don't always act out of self-interest, do they?
That mouth. You're starting to sound more and more like your mother.
Considering how he knows about her mom, the mom could just be the other sister.
Treasure.
Now, whether you end up being an angel or a demon, I reckon you're the man I've been waiting for all this time. Once you finish that autopsy, and we're clear to take her home, I want you to give me a call.
I gotta say, PJ's music's pretty
It's
slick
phenomenal,
too.
Patty. So
God damn it.
perfectly rural. Ominous statements, foul-mouthed insults. This town possesses a complicated system of communication that you just can't find in the city. Work-centric emails are so cold and lifeless. This is what true human connections feel like. Connections as visceral as blood itself.
So, Agent York, What's next on your agenda?
The last boss may have gotten the jump on us, Patty, but I didn't let him shake my resolve. I intend to obey the skeletal gentleman's oracles, and that's that. First, we should head to either the home of the person who discovered Lisa's body or to the town's medical facility. Well, Zach, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm gonna say medical facility first. Whoa. Game bonked out a little bit. Don't know which way that would be, though. It would be the closest to the left. Oop, nope, nope. Erase that. Didn't mean to do that. Pressed the wrong buttons. Do a quick turn. Let's ride.
Were you thinking about Galena, too?
Maybe.
And all the other women we've seen so far on our travels across the states. Zach, I'm right, aren't I? This is a vast country. Incredibly vast. And it's mostly composed of mountains, deserts, and farmland, with small towns scattered about here and there.
Damn, the lamppost got in my way. I was trying really hard to avoid hitting anything.
If this town has a symbol, it's got to be that bridge hanging over the bayou.
I thought it was a
It's
dragonfly.
truly a rarity. Reminds me of Duluth, Minnesota. Remember what happened there? That man went to such great lengths to collect his victims' tongues. You know, the one who would French kiss them every day as they slowly decompose. As I drove him to the station after his arrest, he started lecturing me on the proper way to give someone a kiss. Anyway, back to Duluth. They have a famous lift bridge there called the Aerial Lift Bridge.
Damn it, that even counted? Okay, well. I want to let that continue, but notice how that was about a guy collecting tongues? Again, I feel like this case wasn't exactly as gruesome as some of the stuff he's seen.
Hey, Agent York. Just so you know, dealing with Pastor Sanders is gonna be a big pain in the butt.
A big pain in the butt?
That's what I said. But I guess you have no choice but to obey your oracle, huh?
Yeah. What do you mean by pain in the butt, though?
It really seemed like you knew who Galena Clarkson was.
At small
Well,
town.
I've never actually talked to her. But it's a small town.
Yeah.
Pretty much all folks know who the Clarksons are. And Galena's supposed to be extra scary compared to the rest of them. Back when we saw her in town, I felt like she was glaring right at me. So I got real scared. No one will come out and say it, but I'm pretty sure they're all relieved that she was the killer. We're lucky the killer ended up being a member of the Clarkson family. Otherwise, the whole town would have turned into a battlefield.
You've got a point, but did everyone
Would it have
really
been a
hate her that
battlefield?
much?
They didn't hate her. She hated them. She had this real peculiar way of treating people. I don't know how to describe it.
Mean?
Contemptful?
Yeah, I guess that's it. She never opened up to anyone in town.
She was rich, beautiful, and wanted to become an actress. So she went to a metropolitan city to refine herself. There's always a chance that people like her may develop prejudices towards those who stay in the countryside. A big chance, even. But just because a person has prejudices doesn't mean they'll go out and murder people. That's where my doubt lies. Was there any sort of...
Damn it, I was really hoping that wouldn't interrupt it. I considered the option of not picking it up. It's so annoying how many things can interrupt their dialogue. I would love to listen to it. I'm sure if I pulled out my gun too, it would interrupt anything, so I can't fight squirrels. Did they, give Patricia's mom a different last name?
I don't
Or was
like
she a Woods as
hospitals.
well?
Why not?
They soup folks up with medicine, cut 'em up, and then they try and act like they're your friends. Something ain't right about that, you know. It goes against the laws of nature. Plus, this is a church. So you got a pastor, a servant of God, actually playing God with his patients.
Alright, Patricia, You're
I
stupid.
think you have a point there, Patty. These days, we can neither determine death nor reproduce without the help of modern medicine. Yeah, our world's become quite an unnatural one. Oh,
Hello?
excuse me.
This is Carré. You need to watch where you're going, or someone might end up tripping you.
Do they always trip people in the Carré? Well, that definitely
Zach,
looked
it's
like
her.
the silhouette from...
The stylish woman who watched Lise die.
I've been waiting for you, lost lamb.
I'm gonna give you a medical examination.
Hi there, Pastor. Would you mind letting go of me? I'm in a bit of a hurry right now.
So pitiful. The Lord hungers.
They're scaring me.
Here we go again.
What?
Pitiful. Truly pitiful, my little lamb.
No, neither Zach nor I...
Oh, so pitiful. So pitiful, just pitiful.
I think we can run now.
The Lord hungers.
I love how
One can
echoey
of
he
spinach,
is.
1 can of red beans, and 1 can of spinach. You are to offer up the taboo trinity.
Taboo? Don't you mean the holy...
Oh, how I pity you. Unlike us humans, the Lord never errs. Now, my pitiful agent, bring forth the taboo trinity at once. For it is the will of the Lord our God.
See? I told you this was gonna be a pain in the butt.
But Zach and I need to go after that stylish woman.
Too late now. We need to obey God's will.
The Lord hungers.
Come on, hurry it up. We need to
We
go.
gotta get him food quick.
Well, Zach, I don't know what to say. First an oracle, and now an order from God? Maybe this is the trial that will yield the ticket to the goddess. Either way, it looks like we have no choice but to gather the taboo trinity. I guess it just goes to show that small towns are always filled with the bizarre and unpredictable.
Like, all I remember is the spinach and beans, I think. Buy a can of Span at Melv's Crawfish. Oh god, order beans at the diner. And spinach at the, I think it was the place with the mirror man. So we kind of have to go all over for that stuff. I'm sure all of the places are marked on the map. They're all their, like, own separate quests. Definitely gonna have to do that. I don't think it's a side quest at all. But, maybe we should go to the crawfish farm now. Especially because that seems like that might actually be a spot where we get some beans or something. Also, if, York really wanted to talk to the stylish lady, maybe he should have gone to the jazz bar. Might have been a good idea. I guess technically I could have tried to go anytime I wanted to, but I don't think story would happen. The Lord, he hungers. I don't like how it doesn't really mark the map very good for me. Six, 490. I guess we'll go to that one first. Or the one that's closer. I think there's like a 300.
Hey, want to talk about bridges?
Sure. Oh, no, I'm gonna hit a wall. I couldn't stop myself. No, I don't want to talk about bridges. I would have liked to have.
Zach, you're a coffee person, right? No sugar, only milk. Yes, I'm completely with you on that one.
Was that the end of that one, or did I accidentally hit something? I think this is the diner. Yeah? No? The sheriff's office?
One lollipop?
Wait, did I need to go to here? Oh, his is a shop. Oh. Sunburned customers only. Special sale.
So, Mr. York, what do you think of my castle? Pretty cool, ain't it?
I've been curious about it since the first time I saw it. You've got excellent taste, Melvin.
Oh, this is the crawfish one, because he has a little crawfish dancing.
I dub it Lou Crawfish. I'll have you know, crawfish is pretty much its own food group in this town. Since this store carries all the bare necessities you'll need for daily life, I reckon it was an apt name. If it's sundries you're looking for, there ain't much you won't find here.
Okay. We can sell stuff too if we want to. Spam in a can. Was that what we needed? Spam? I think it was what we needed. It was the spam. I want to see what else. He has cookies. Oh, butter cookies. I love butter cookies. More suntan lotion, mint gum, perfume, sleeping bags, and lint rollers, and dusters, and anti-numbs, anti-alky. Sober yourself up if you're drinking too much. Alright, let's get the spam. Sold.
Mr. York. Spam, huh? You a potted meat kind of guy?
No, God told me to get it.
No, Melvin. I've simply gotten myself tangled up in a little mess.
Oh, I get it,
I don't think you get it.
Mr. York.
Oh, okay, he gets it. Everyone gets it.
Yes, apparently the Lord is starving, and I'm a lamb with no sense of direction.
Everyone gets it but York. Which is pretty great.